Is it finally going to happen? Is the hammer finally coming down on Michigan? Is this finally the time when Michigan fans eat crow? Welcome to the Point and Minute Show on Michigan football at the Voice of College Football, where we average one outstanding point for every minute of video. My name is Cliff. His name is Mac. Let's get into it. In case you don't remember, in the middle of the 2023 championship run by the Michigan Wolverines, the news broke that Michigan had desecrated the sport of college football by scouting future opponents and learning their signs before they faced Michigan. Coaches were fired. Harbaugh was suspended. Articles have been written about lives ruined at rival schools. Documentaries are about to be released. Rivals have repeated the mantra, "The hammer is coming." Well, folks, it may finally be here, or at least very close. But the question is, what will the punishment, if any, look like? Vacated wins, an asterisk on the championship? Chris Bayless of the Wolverine is reporting that no, it doesn't look like any wins will be vacated. Ohio State fans are claiming this is nothing but rubbish from a Michigan slappy. Nevertheless, according to Bayless, Michigan will not have any wins vacated. This means the perfect season, the national championship, the 3 straight Big Ten titles, and 3 dominant victories over Ohio State will remain intact with no asterisk. Mac, we know rivals will be upset, but what's your reaction to this?
I am not even a little surprised. I'm just not. I mean, the NCAA knew they didn't have enough to do anything significant to Michigan. And honestly, I don't think they were ever really mad at Michigan as much as they were Jim Harbaugh. Dun, dun, dun. Jim Harbaugh was the one who advocated for paying the players. Now, obviously, that reduces the NCAA's revenue. If we wanted to get real conspiracy theory with it, then they probably didn't like him very much because of that. It felt like they really wanted to shut him up. But now he's gone to the NFL, and the NCAA has lost a series of court decisions, and now they have to pay the players, including a damages pool that reimburses players that were on rosters up to 10 years ago. So the NCAA lost, and I think they know they've lost. And this is a difficult time, for the folks who wanted to see Michigan go down. They're having a rough time of it. Ohio State fans are in shambles. Michigan State fans are seeking therapy. I even saw a Georgia fan upset about it, which is kind of ironic considering most of his team is out on bail.
Okay, but not everyone is getting out unscathed, though. The man, the myth, the legend, our friend Connor Stallions, could receive a level 1 violation for the in-person scouting. Another staffer is getting a level 1 violation for apparently a separate incident involving dinner and a ride for student athletes. Mac, are those justified? Will they have any impact on the team?
No, they won't have any impact on the team, and we'll get to why in a little bit. But I just gotta stop for a second. Dinner and a ride? Seriously? I mean, do you even know what a level 1 violation is?
I just report them. I don't make them up.
Okay. According to the NCAA, a level 1 violation is a, quote, severe breach of conduct that can seriously undermine or threaten the integrity of the NCAA collegiate model. Now, I may be just a lowly, ignorant YouTube creator, but I didn't realize that the NCAA was so fragile as an organization that they could be threatened by a freaking entree. Level 1 violations are supposed to include anything from a lack of institutional control to academic fraud, and apparently a cheeseburger.
With fries.
All of those things, with fries. All of the things that could be considered a level 1 violation, the academic fraud, the institutional control, the individual unethical or dishonest conduct, they're so subjective. Academic fraud, maybe not so much. But the rest of them are so subjective. How do you define what any of that is? They basically wrote these violations so abstractly so that they can twist anything they want into a violation. So, okay, let's pretend something like this happened. So what could happen is they could catch a coach buying a player food. The coach doesn't realize that that's a violation, so when the NCAA interrogates him about it, he says he doesn't commit a violation. The NCAA can then slap him with a level 1 violation, claiming he was trying to undermine the NCAA by freaking lying to them about buying him a cheeseburger. All right, anyway, I'm sorry. As for Connor Stallions, though, and the in-person scouting. The NCAA, was it 2019, 2020? The NCAA was literally going to repeal this as a violation because they said it doesn't provide any sort of a competitive advantage. But now all of a sudden it's a level 1 violation because it, quote, provides or is intended to provide a substantial or extensive competitive advantage. But they were going to repeal it because it doesn't. So the NCAA changes the rules as they need so they can continue pretending like they have some sort of control over things, but they don't. And I think they're starting to realize that. I think they're starting, but it's too late because the NCAA, thankfully, is dying.
Now, Bayless also talked about a potential postseason ban, but the CFP committee has said they won't take this into account. So what does a postseason ban even look like?
The CFP has already stated that the sign stealing stuff was more of an NCAA issue, and the CFP really wasn't going to worry about it. That was last year they said that. Now, I think, from what I understand, if the CFP wanted to adopt some sort of postseason ban, then they could. But they made a ton of money off of Michigan last year, so are they really going to do that? I don't know. I'm not convinced. But that being said, Michigan at that point would really only serve a postseason ban if they didn't make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, which, I mean, there's 12 seeds now. I mean, they should make the playoffs. If they don't, though, then they'll just sit at home and whatever. Nobody cares.
So to top it all off is the timing of this whole thing. That Bayless says the Michigan response won't even go before the NCAA Committee of Infractions until mid-2025. So what happens in the meantime?
Rival fans get to go ballistic for another year. Gotta love bureaucracy.
Yeah, you have to. John D'Adamo and TJ Ronin will be diving into more detail tonight on the Michigan Football Voice of College Football live stream on this channel at 8 p.m. So tune in for that. What do you think about what we've said here? Leave a comment and let us know. Let us know what you think about the report from Chris Bayless. Is it really going to matter? Is it going to do anything to Michigan? If you want more great analysis on college football, check out all the shows right here on Michigan Football at the Voice of College Football. You can also catch Mac and I live on the Big Ten Team Rivalry Show Monday nights at 8 p.m. right here on YouTube. Mac, take us out.
This is Michigan Football at the Voice of College Football.